I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo!
Look at us being current for once.
Oh, we watched a movie while it's still in theaters.
Oh, and you can go watch that movie now, but not before hearing what we have to say.
Probably, unless you really don't want to be spoiled at all.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to our quick review, a spoilerless review of Pokemon: Detective
Pikachu.
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
Have you been practicing that?
No. I mean, ever since my childhood, yes.
Oh, wow. Decades of
practice. I can do a couple of Pokemon.
Magikarp. Oh, that was really good. Squirtle. I think I have a pretty decent Squirtle.
That's good, yeah.
Now,
Charmander.
Oh, that was really good too.
I told you, I've been practicing.
All right, more Pokemon Cry coming to you at the end of the show. But first, let's start with a summary. What is Pokemon Detective Pikachu all about?
Pokemon Detective Pikachu is a 2019 film and the first live-action Pokemon movie ever made. The story follows Tim Goodman, a 21-year-old who travels to Rhyme City to investigate the death of his father, Detective Goodman. With the help of his father's partner Pikachu, whom Tim can communicate with, the two uncover the mysteries behind what really happened the night his father supposedly died.
A mystery.
You say it's a mystery?
Ooh, very twisty.
But listen, we all know why you came to this movie. It's for Pokemon.
It's for Pokemon, which brings us to our positives. Kitty, what did you like the most about this movie?
Pokemon.
There's a lot of Pokemon.
There's a lot of Pokemon. Actually, one of my favorite things, and this is like kind of dumb because it's literally the opening establishing shot of the movie, but it's just like them flying over like lands and seeing Pokemon in the world. It really helps you establish kind of like what this movie is going to look like, feel like. And there's just like Pokemon just, hanging around. It's really cool. And like everywhere you look in this movie, there's so many like Pokemon just out and about because it's a big city. So there's just like so many. You could freeze frame any shot of the city and like see a shit ton of Pokemon. And that's awesome.
And before you move on to your other positive of this movie,
yes.
I just want to slip in that like everyone was worried about the CGI, okay? Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
It never once took us out of it.
Yeah, no. And for some Pokemon, it looks really good.
Yeah, Pikachu looks so fluffy.
He does. There's so much work on Pikachu. But then like when Gengar shows up, I'm like, damn, that's a good looking Gengar.
Yeah, and you don't get to see Blastoise for very long, but he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good.
Now you have another positive.
I have another positive. It's such a minor thing, but I really, really love this. Our protagonist, Tim Goodman, is not only a person of color in a main role in a film, he's also allowed to be very vulnerable in this film. He cries over the death of his father, and there's a lot of, like, daddy issues in this movie, and they actually, like, kind of talk about it and stuff, and Tim is allowed to be like, even though I never knew this man really, or I never even gave him a chance, I still feel the loss of him, and, like, that's awesome. That's really cool for a blockbuster movie to not only have its main character be a person of color, and I know Ryan Reynolds gets top billing because he's Ryan Reynolds, but
the main character is
Tim Goodman.
And also, can we just accept for a second that like an easy dunk would have been to have just made the main character a white guy?
Yeah.
Like let's just all understand that could have been the easiest path, and the choice in casting of Justice Smith.
Yeah.
He does a fantastic job selling the character of Tim.
So I'm just really kind of happy to see that, Hollywood is taking, more chances with its protagonists, and it really works out really well in this film. I'm really happy with that casting choice and this writing choice. What about you, my babe?
The thing I like the most is that in spite of this being a relatively simple story, we have a mystery. In spite of that, there are several plot twists. There are turns to characters and moments in which you learn more about them that keep the story kind of interesting and keeps you guessing what's going to be happening next. Mm-hmm. We both have a little bit of the same negative regarding the plot structure and how it is rather familiar. Mm-hmm. But in spite of that, there is plot twist here and there, and I guessed what the ending was gonna be, but no one else believed me. Mm-hmm. So it goes to show how the twist comes in a surprising fashion. Now, here at Dango Duo, we like to look at things objectively, look at the good and look at the bad. So, Kitty, what did you dislike the most about Detective Pikachu?
Although its writing can be clever at times, it follows a very familiar plot structure. We have, the first act. fish out of water,
Yeah.
thrown into a new city, discovers a strange animated creature that's very common in kids' films. At first doesn't want to work with him,
Yeah.
but then they, form this partnership together and they solve the crime together, etc., etc. There's even a third act, slight, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not betrayal, but a misunderstanding.
Yeah, the classic animated movie misunderstanding.
Or just rom-coms do this
Yeah.
all the time too, of a misunderstanding that breaks the two up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that happens in this movie, and it's kind of a minor thing because overall we still really enjoyed the movie, but I do want to say that you can pretty much guess how the movie's going to flow. Sometimes you won't guess the specifics, but you'll kind of be able to be okay, this is where we're going.
And just to be clear, we did both write this as a nitpick.
Mm-hmm.
The story is still very interesting and exciting, but we have to admit, as people who, have been analyzing media forever, that it does follow a very classical hero's journey-esque kind of journey.
Yeah. But what is your real nitpick? Your real negative?
Okay. Now, I think we gotta take a step back. Because we don't have hard negatives for this movie. No. We really don't. We came out of it loving it.
We had so much fun. We went and saw it with a bunch of friends. It was really good. They gave us free Pokemon cards.
Yeah, so we're already preset to liking the movie. Mm-hmm. But, if I had to bring up a nitpick, it is that the reveal of the antagonist and the overall plan as to what they wanted to do takes a little bit of a nosedive at the very climax.
Yeah.
Where they go from oh, I think I understand
this all makes
you,
sense.
to you are now a cartoon supervillain.
Pretty much.
Which I mean, it's fine, it's serviceable, but if we have to nitpick something, I would have rather the antagonist remained as a human being with human-like goals as opposed to, a cartoon,
a cartoon villain.
The kind of supervillain that would show up in, Captain Planet or something like that.
Yeah. I did like the twist of who the villain actually
that was good.
That was good.
And I really like the plot twist of the main villain's assistant.
Yes.
That one is so good.
That's a good plot twist.
So good.
That we saw, actually, you were able to,
Yeah.
We weren't able to see it coming, but you could totally guess it coming. It was really good.
Yeah. Someone else might have guessed that we didn't.
We did not.
Now, you heard what we liked, you heard what we didn't like. Kitty, do we recommend Pokémon Detective Pikachu?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean, I was gonna say, only if you're a Pokemon fan, but why would you be checking out this video if you don't?
Yeah, I don't
if you don't
think
even
so.
vaguely like Pokemon.
And even then, I think you might get interested into Pokemon, because it's a good movie on its own, and this is probably easily the best video game movie ever made.
Oh, certainly.
Because it serves homage to the source material without feeling like forced fan service
or tacky and kind of stupid.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny how we came out of it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this movie is better than Avengers Endgame.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's actually way better.
We enjoyed Endgame, but
I don't want to rewatch Endgame except for the last fight, but I want to rewatch this movie.
Yeah.
And isn't this, I am jealous of kids who get to grow up with this movie.
I know.
Because it's so cool.
I mean, we thought Pokemon the first movie was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And, kids, I'm glad for kids that will always have Pokemon.
No, see. I'm envious. The correct word is envious. I am envious of kids, but we still get to have it.
We still had Pokemon when we grew up.
And if you are relatively young right now, and if you haven't seen the old movies, guess what? We recommend you go back and check them out, because this movie actually references the first Pokemon movie.
It does. It totally
actually does reference the...
Yeah, it makes a one line off, and you're like, that was the thing that happened.
What?
Yeah. Or it might even have been referencing the games, too. Yeah. Same difference, basically.
Yeah, same difference.
But yeah, no, all the old Pokemon movies, they're silly, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same magnitude as, people literally talking about their feelings as this movie does.
It's true.
But if you like Pokemon, you probably have already seen it. Go back to them, check them out again.
And if you're like us and you've missed some of the in between ones, go back and check them out.
Yeah,
they'll be serviceable and fun.
Yeah. Isn't Victini horrible?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
I mean, just the power set makes me think that people would hate Victini.
The power set?
Yeah. Can Victini rewind time or something?
No, you're thinking of Celebi.
I am thinking of Celebi.
That movie's silly, but that was a good movie.
Oh god, they do travel back in time
of
to
course
when
they
Professor
do.
Oak was a baby.
Was young.
Oh my, okay. Maybe not, maybe don't watch that one. Anyhow, hey guys, We're Dango Duo. We hope that you really enjoyed this quick little review. We wanted to keep it spoilerless for anyone out there who can't wait to go check it out.
Yeah, go. We went on literally the first showing of that theater, and there was like nobody there, which is a little sad.
It's a little sad,
I'm assuming
but also we went to see it at 4 p.m.
Yeah,
Let's
the
all
kids
be
ain't
clear.
out yet.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Kids ain't out of school yet.
Yeah, so
Go watch it.
those are our thoughts on Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Pikachu.
That's really good.
Thank you.
That is actually really good.
Blah.
The video's gonna get claimed, be like, excuse me, you're using the official sound clips. You can't do that. YouTube police!
YouTube police.
Hey guys, if you enjoy our content, if you like the B-roll, on Sunday we're gonna have that B-roll come out with all of our commentary, so you get to enjoy us
Being bad.
battling it out on Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yeah.
And tag along for reviews every Friday, gameplay videos every Wednesday, and B-roll or another editorial on Sundays. If you enjoy our content, there's links in the description of this video telling you how you can support us, from buying us a cup of coffee, buying something off our Amazon wish list, and supporting us through patreon.com/DangoDuo! Number one place to support us, get videos early, and a bunch of other cool jazz. Like a shout out!
Like the following: Alexel Hoshi,
Amelia!
Angela,
Oh, thanks, Plane. Just playing the background. Aerosols!
Leah,
Luna!
and Sound.
Sound.
That's the sound of the plane going over our heads. Thanks, plane.
I wasn't expecting... it wasn't Explode. It's the one before Explode. The Pokemon...
Loudred.
Oh, Loudred. Yeah, Loudred
Played
appeared...
a pretty prominent part.
Also, here's a little spoiler. The Mr. Mime section was actually
It
hilarious.
was actually really good.
He got dark super quickly.
It was so good.
Like, that's not a joke for kids. Kids don't realize what he was gonna do to that Mr.
poor
Mime.
Mr. Mime.
I was gonna say Dr. Mime. That's an evolution. Mime Jr. Evolves to Mr. Mime, evolves to Dr. Mime.
Dr. Mime.
Is that a fucking joke post? Should I make that tweet?
We'll see.
Jesus. See, that's actually the Gen 4 evolution that it was always supposed to get, but never did.
Never did. Instead, it got Gen 4 pre-evolution.
Gosh.
Mime Jr. is a joke.
Mime Jr. is a joke.
Baby Pokemon are a joke because Pokemon tries to ignore the fact that they exist now.
Yeah, the Pokemon trading card game has flat out rejected the existence of Pichu.
Of most baby Pokemon.
Well, that's
Clefairy? No, that's a basic Pokemon.
It's a basic Pokemon.
Pikachu? Basic Pokemon.
I just think it's sadder when, like, Pichu is the one who's not acknowledged. When, like, Pichu is, like, the baby version of the biggest mascot.
Yeah, same with Raichu is not acknowledged.
Can you believe that, like... Okay, I think Rhydon... No, yeah, Rhydon.
The big boy?
Yeah, Like, I think he could have done it as the mascot. Okay, you know what?
That would have
that's a lie. That's a lie. I like Rhydon. That's what it is. I like Rhydon.
Yeah, that would have a very different feel. Like, Pikachu is soft, fun.
Yeah. Can you believe the original friend for Ash was supposed to be Clefairy?
Yeah. And it wasn't supposed to be also Poliwhirl?
Yeah. It was,
at one point.
Yeah, Poliwhirl and a Clefairy. That would not have worked out. Listen, Pikachu. Also, by the way, Pikachu is more chinchilla than mouse. Can we all just stop and agree that?
It's true.
Seriously.
It's true. Look at the chinchilla, then look at Pikachu. Same
thing.
You're right. We should have just named our chinchillas Pikachu and Pikachu.
Pikachu and Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu, get out of there, Pikachu.
Get off of Pikachu.
Pikachu, get off of Pikachu.
Stop fighting Pikachus.
Pikachu
Are meant to fight, not like this.
That sounds scripted.